Should business owners use Facebook Boost Posts? Hi, I'm Ken, and today I'll be sharing with you whether Facebook Boost Posts work, is it actually good to use it, or what is the alternative, right, in this video. And before I get started, if you are new to this channel, I talk a lot about digital marketing. So if you are interested in that kind of niche, that kind of topics, do subscribe to my channel and help this little channel grow. And I hope to provide more value in my future videos. And with that, let's jump back to the topic. So should business owners run Facebook Boost Posts? So there's two disclaimers I want to make. First, the first disclaimer is I do not say that Facebook Boost Posts 100% don't work, right? It does work. So I conducted a training last year and I have students telling me that they do boost posts for their events, so they sell like healthcare product and they got results just by boosting the event. So I do not say it does not work, but the chances of it working is actually very low, especially if you're not sure what is it about. Because at the end of the day, marketing is just the same thing. If you have good offer, people will come, right? So I do not say it does not work, just that most of the time, if you don't know what you're doing, you're actually just guessing and hope that it will work. Second thing, some videos or some people, some influencers, right, actually mentioned that, Facebook put boost posts there for a reason, so that it can help business to grow, right? And for those running Facebook ads, people like me, Facebook ad experts, we wanted to get business from this customer. That's the reason why we condemn boost posts, so that the customers, the business owner, will actually hire us to run the ads in Ads Manager. So for this is not true. When we are being brought on as a Facebook media buyer, what we want to do is we want to give results to customers. And there are reasons why we don't just do boost posts, right? It's not just because we want to show our skills, but it's because it's just very difficult to work, very difficult to control, and there's a lot of limitation. So that two things clear out of the way. And let me just proceed to tell you whether you should use or not. For me, generally speaking, as a media buyer, I don't use it, right? Because I feel that it don't really work. So there's actually three main reasons why it does not work. Number one is have limited objectives. So I'll show this in the computer later, but let me just brief through the limitation, the limited objectives. And also they have limited targeting capabilities. Let's just say it as that, right? Also, I'll compare side by side between the Ads Manager and Boost Post, so that you can see what kind of targeting, why is it different? Why is the Ads Manager have more features compared to Boost Post, right? And the third thing is that when you use Boost Post, you are not able to control where it's being delivered to, right? Again, it is all, I'll be showing you later in the computer later, but I just want to lay out the structure so that you can see. And without further ado, now let me just jump to my computer and let me just show you side-by-side comparison so that you can see very well for yourself why Boost Post is very different from Ads Manager and why it is there in the first place, right? And now let's jump into my computer. Okay, so before I proceed by showing you the difference, there's a Facebook article on this, on the difference between Boost Posts and Facebook ads, so you can go through it if it's interest of you. So as I mentioned, that you can see that I talk about different ad objectives, so it's limited ads objective is here, right? And then you have a different targeting capabilities already here. And also I talk about ad placement, so I talk about these three. Okay, I missed out one, which is the maintain creative control. So basically you have these four different things that is different between Boost Posts and also Facebook Ads Manager. So now let me just go inside there for you to see the difference, right? So now I just pick this is the post, one of the posts in my page. So this post is one of my most converting posts, so not converting posts as in most engaged posts. That's the reason why I choose this. But let's just say I want the Boost Post, right? So let's just click on Boost Post. You'll notice this current layout is a bit different from previously. From previous layout before the update. Last time when you click Boost Post, what you see is just one small little pop-out that pop out, then you can just have to do everything there, right? But currently it's different. Immediately they change it to the whole screen. So why do they do that? So that you don't get distracted and you spend money on Facebook. There's not such thing as free things, right? So that's the reason why they make it into this new layout. Okay, and now let's look at the goal. So if you see Ads Manager, let me look at Ads Manager. So this is my Ads Manager. Let's just go create. So Ads Manager and the Boost Post, or this is called a page advertisement, page ads, you will notice they will use different terms to separate them. So for Boost Post, they use goals. For this Ads Manager, they use campaign, right? As you can see, there's more type of campaigns compared to Boost Post. When you go to Boost Post, you can choose automatic. They will depend on what kind of ads this will be, whether they want to use as send message or they want to use as, let me just open this. You click on change. So you have only two options: get more engagement, which is like, comment, share, or get more messages, which is shown here. So that means it's only two things, right? Out of so many objectives, there's only engagement and messages. So for us, if you were to do, I do a lot of direct response marketing because I do a lot of lead generation kind of campaign. So most of the time I'll just do like messages, same thing, lead generation and also conversion. And these are important objectives because Facebook will find people that like, for example, okay, in one audience, right? Facebook would know which audience would like to like, comment, or share. Facebook also will know which audience will convert better, will click on the form, will register in the landing page, things like that. And that's the reason why when you get more engagement, especially for a country like Malaysia, I have this complaint a lot of times where the business owner complain that a lot of their business come in, a lot of the leads or people that comment, like, share their posts are people which is not from our country. So it is not a knock on people that are expats, because for our country, Malaysia, my country, Malaysia, we have a lot of people where we hire foreign workers to come here to work, and sometimes those are not our target audience. Not to say they don't have purchasing power, but they are not our target audience. And sometimes their behavior is they like to like, comment, and share, and that's the reason why Facebook target them, and they live in Malaysia. So that's the reason why when you have more engagement, the results may not be as what is wanted. So you have to be very careful on this, and that's the reason why I go to Ads Manager, right? So from that on, you really can see there's a difference between objective and the campaign or any goals, right? One thing. So now let's go to, for example, I choose conversion. Okay, let's just do a simple one. Just continue. Okay, so now you can see the buttons. So for Ads Manager, you will see it at the ad level. So I have videos on this also about the Facebook campaign structure. So you can check in one of the links here, and you can see which video what's the Facebook campaign structure. This is very important, right? So yeah, you can just go through this. And you can see for buttons usually in ad level, so that one I'll go through this later. So special ad category, so civil election, right? You are in this. I don't do this often. No, I don't do this at all. So if you are in this special category, so there'll be limited audience when you click on it, right? So right, as you can see, right? So I cannot do that. So no. Okay, no. Just don't worry about it. Don't touch it, right? And then you get to see, when you see the audience side, right? You can see the targeting is already very limited. People who like your page, people who like your page and their friends. So you can actually see this option here. Show more options. See connection. Then it's over here, right? You see first of all, you can see the option is already so many more compared to create ads here, right? And then not only that, when you click on the audience details, they have the same thing. They have age, gender, location. Locations here. So locations are here. So you can click detail targeting. You can choose here as well. Detail targeting. So you can it's here. So now they have this additional detail targeting on. So things like that. So it is still here. Now what's missing? You never see the language. So you cannot pick language. For example, if you're in multicultural language like in Malaysia or Singapore, you know that sometimes language play an important role when running ads. So for here, you are not able to choose the language. Second thing is that you see that in here, right, there's no option for you to have custom audience. So you're not able to do lookalike audience. You're not allowed to do, for example, like people that check your Facebook forms, or people that you cannot use your list inside here to do as a part. So retargeting is literally, you don't do it here. It's not applicable here, right? So you cannot. So basically, custom audience, lookalike audience, save audience, you don't see it here. So that is already a kind of knock off in terms of the targeting itself. right? So you can see there's a big difference here. Next thing you need to think about is that the placement. So let's go to placement. So this is the audience part. You know there's a few differences. So now let's go to audience, right? So now let's go to the placement. As you can see, for placement, you can only go Facebook. This is feed, Messenger, or Instagram feed. So you're not able to, for example, when you go to manual placement, you can see a whole bunch of placement here, right? Of course, we don't use, as a media buyer, depending on your budget, we don't use all of them, because not all of them work. But Facebook got this option, right, which is not in Boost Post. Not only that, you can choose all devices, whether it's mobile or desktop. This you cannot choose, so it is fixed, right? The good thing is both of them can boot pixel, so that's something good. Yeah, so that's one thing. The placement is limited. Okay, next thing on budget. So budget, you can see is estimated, and then you can set the days and things like that. So same thing as here, you can set a daily budget or lifetime budget. Here, usually they set this is a lifetime budget, they don't set daily budget. And you can check the difference, the time as well. But you get to see the text, which is quite nice. Scheduling, delivering type. So this comparing here, budget, at least you can do daily, you can do continuously. Here you need to set an end date. So that's the difference also in terms of budget, right? So from that itself, just in the asset level itself, you can see so much difference. So we see difference between campaign, which is the goals in Boost Post. We see the targeting, the placement, the budget. The place is different between asset and Boost Post. So this is a big change. The next thing we should do is look at the ads. Right? So as you can see, we cannot edit this post. Especially when doing Boost Post, you cannot edit this Boost Post. You can change your welcome message. Welcome message, this is in Messenger. When they click on it, where it goes to. Of course, when you set this as Messenger as well, you can do those changes too, right? And then you notice that you can see the button label is just so limited. Send message, send WhatsApp message. If I were to change, get more engagement, it's only this few. You know, it is really not a lot, right? But when you look into the Ads Manager, you can see you can even change the URL, the display link, right? Sometimes you have a different landing page, but then you want to show that different link, and then here you can look at this, the list of call to action. There's a lot of difference here, right? Yep. Because I didn't install, and then you can change the copy, headline. So one thing about Ad Manager is every time you change a copy, the post ID will change. So that's one thing that's not so good. And there's a lot of option for you to, add video place. I mean, this is from there itself you can see there's a huge difference between building it here and building it there. So one thing, right? If you don't want to run on Boost Post, so like for me, I see, it's just the goals. Is especially when I do a lot of direct response, it just don't work that well. So I'll definitely do not try my best not to use Boost Post, especially when you use country in they have a lot of foreign workers or have a multicultural location. Running Boost Post is really just throwing it into an ocean which is full of lots of different things, which most of them not our target audience. So that's the reason why we go Ads Manager, so we get more detailed targeting, and also we can use different kind of objectives, right? Now, but you want to use this post anyway anyhow, so what can you do, right? So you have all the setup the same, which is the ad set level. You get to choose your campaign, you get to choose your ad set, right? So what you can do is just come here, then you just click on the use existing post. Just click on here. Then you can select existing post for your ad. Just click select here, create, select post. Then you can see my post is here. Yeah, it's here with the 41 likes. Yeah. So you click on this, continue, and it's here, right? So if you want to push over for example, I have 40 over likes here. You want to push over all the social proof, right? So you can do that. You can just use the same thing and then just put it here. But the thing is, the moment you put it as ad, you are not able to change the post here, and you're not able to change the ad here. So the only way you can do it is just you have to remove it and then, or just pause it and then just create new ads. Okay, so yeah, so instead of using Boost Post, right? Instead of using Boost Posts, just use Ads Manager instead to get more engagement so that you can choose different campaign, objective, and different assets. Yeah, this is what I would suggest comparing to you using the Boost Posts. Of course, like I say, if the offer works, go on, right? Thank you very much. So with this, I hope that it clears out. At least it is clearer for you to see between the Boost Post and Ads Manager. You can see side-by-side comparison. I have a video on how to create, so in Facebook we call it a page advertising, page ads, compared to Ads Manager. So I have a video on that as well. Just that I think I did not really clarify on Boost Posts, what's the difference between Boost Posts. That's the reason why I create this video. So if you're interested, you can just click on the video and have a look, right? And I hope this information is good for you, is informational for you. And if you like this video, do give me a like. Feel free to comment, leave any comment, feedbacks into my comment section below. I'll reply all of them, I'll go through all of them. I really appreciate all the comments, and I even appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel, because it really helped me grow this channel and to give more value to people like you which is interested in these kind of topics, right? And with this, thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you in my next video. Goodbye.